So let's solve this system here. I'm going to do the same steps, maybe a little bit faster on this one, but let's see. First step is to choose two equations. I think maybe it's just easiest to choose the first two, so I'll do that. And then I think the next step, I think it's easiest just to choose the next two. It doesn't really have to be like this, but that's what I'm going to do just because to keep it consistent. So I choose my two equations and I write them on the side. Then the next step is to eliminate the same variable from both. And it looks like here I can already just add, I don't have to multiply by anything. I can just add these two together and the x's will cancel out. Here, maybe I can multiply the top one by 3, then I get a negative 3 here and positive 3 there, and then the x's will cancel out. So that's what I'm going to do. It's always important to check both equations and see which variable you're going to eliminate. So in this case, it's easiest to eliminate the x's. So that's what I'll do. I'll add these together. Those go away. And I'm going to write it in black now. So this would be just negative 1y plus 1z equals negative 6. That was easy. I had the easy button. That was easy. And then, whoops, on this one, I do have to multiply. So I will multiply by a 3, and yeah, I can't just add it right away. So I got to get rid of that line. So I'm multiplying by 3. I'll copy down the green equation. It's easy for me because I just copy and paste it, but you guys will have something different. And then I'll distribute for my red equation. So what do I have? I have negative, I'll write it closer to this, negative 3x plus 15y. Plus 9z plus 6, or equals 6. Okay, now I can add these together, and the x's go away. That's nice. 15 plus a negative 2, that's 15, 14, 13 y. 9 plus a negative 4, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That's positive 5z. And well, that's just 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there we have it. I have two equations now, and so I'll write those together. This is like the normal version of the example, so even though it is example 2. I'll write this one and this one together. Now it's just a system of two equations that we can solve simply. So this equation went there, and this equation went there. And now I can just solve, and it seems easiest here maybe to solve by elimination again. What can I do? Well, I could multiply everything by 13 in this, and then the y's would go away. Or I can multiply by negative 5, and the z's will go away. And I think I want to multiply by negative 5 just because it's a smaller number than 13. So I have to multiply smaller numbers because it's easier, for me at least. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to multiply by negative 5 so I can get those to be same number but opposite signs. So I'll copy down my bottom equation and then distribute and get my top equation. Okay, so there's my bottom equation, just copied. And then this negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5y. I'm not going to do it in, well, yeah, I'll do it in red. Positive 5y. No, I won't. Just kidding. So positive 5y. And then negative 5z, if I distribute that, yeah, and then equals positive 30, because a negative times a negative is a positive. And then here we go. Now I can add these together and eliminate the z's. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 y equals, what is that, 54? Oh, we had this division before in one of our other problems. So then I'll divide both sides by 18. And I get y equals 3, I think. I'm going to double check, though. Yep. Remember, when you're solving these systems by like a 2 by 2 system, all you got to do is take this and plug it back into the original to get your other variable. So that's what I'll do. But before I do that, so this is nice and organized for now. I have my y coordinate. That's 3, so I'm going to write that down. I'll just keep track of them as I go. So, yeah, I'll plug this in. I think I'm going to plug it into the top equation, just because it's the simplest. So let's see, what do I have? I'm going to write this one in blue, and we'll have -1 times 3, and then plus 1z, or just z, and that equals -6. And now I solve. So this would be -3 plus z equals -6. This is easy. Plus 3 to both sides. I almost said z. What are you doing? And then z equals -3. Cool. So that's already, like, we're already on our way. Carry on my wayward son. That wasn't, okay. Now what do I do? What? Oh, yes. I can take each of these and plug it into one of my originals. So that's the last step. And it doesn't matter which of those blue, green, or red equations that I plug it into. Just pick one. I mean, usually you pick the one that has the smallest numbers. Maybe I'll pick red, just because it has that 2 there. I don't know. So I'm going to choose the red. And I'll plug in whatever I have and leave what I don't have. Actually, you know what? I know that I'm solving for x, and I just don't want to divide by a negative. For whatever reason, this would be a -1. I don't want to deal with that, so I'm going to choose the blue, because all I have to do is just get everything else to the other side. So I'm going to use the blue equation. So I have x minus, and then 6 times y. Well, what's y? Y was 3. 3! So then, I don't know. Minus 2 times z. What's z? -3. What? Why? I don't know why I do that. I don't know. And then equals -8. Equals -8. All right, now let's simplify and get x all by itself. This is so good. So then what do we have? X minus 6 times 3 is 18. Plus, negative times a negative. Plus 6 equals -8. Those are like terms, so x, -18, plus 6, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 30, 12, -12 or -12. And then I can add the 12 to both sides. Yeah, right there. X equals 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So there we go. In 3D space, the point, look at this. This is what it looks like. If this is 3D, this would be, what is this? X, Y, Z. This is kind of weird. This will be the positive. I don't know if this is going to confuse you or not. This is going into the board. It's weird. This will be my positive x-axis. My positive y-axis is over here. And my positive z-axis is over here. Lots of people orient it different ways, but this would be x, so I go out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is going to confuse people. I'm not going to make you guys do this, but in 3D space, this would be, up 3? So that would be 1, 2, 3, just to correspond to that. And then up, down 1, 2, 3. So in 3D space, you can't tell. You know what? Don't worry about that. The answer is 4, 3, -3. Okay, goodbye.